Let me be the first to tell you that no one is perfect. No job is perfect. No church is perfect. No marriage is perfect. Not yours, not mine, not the ones you see flooding your Instagram and Facebook feed. None. Hello and welcome to the Praying Wife podcast. I'm your host, Corinne Cash, and today we're going to cover what I like to call a hot topic. And I encourage you to open your mind and your spirits to really think and meditate on this one. And it's called The Grass is Greener Where You Water It. Let's dive right in. If we're 100% honest with ourselves, we'll admit that there is a time or two when we've contemplated what life would be like if we made different decisions. One of my favorite things to watch is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Somehow I've just grown to love the movies that they produce. It's so well written and executed, and they select the best actors. And most recently, they've come up with some short series on Disney Plus to further extend the movies. One of the animated stories to come out is entitled What If? And it's taking you along a journey of the movies that you've come to love over the years and change the scenarios in a what if this character was really this person? Or what if this guy turned out to be the good guy? It's a very interesting series that makes you ponder the question, what if? And if we're honest, we've been in a situation where our minds have wandered off a bit and imagined, what if? What if I chose a different house? What if I accepted that other position at another job? What if I chose to marry someone else? And if we're not careful, if left to fester and linger in our minds for an extended period of time, we'd find ourselves living in a what if mentality. And if left unchecked, it can start to slowly eat away at our reality. If we are not careful, what ifs can slowly begin to open the door to things like discontentment, ungratefulness, and what I like to call the grass is greener syndrome. Sometimes we can get caught up thinking that had we made different choices in life, our lives would be better for it. For some of us, the same line of thinking can slowly creep its way into our marriages. A little scroll down social media lane, seeing happy photos, Colgate smiles, people seemingly living their best lives, taking vacations, raising perfect children, and then our mind starts a downward spiral. The what ifs and the what would haves somehow finds their way into our psyche, and we're left wondering what life would be like if we had just chosen a different spouse, or even more dangerous, if we had someone else's. We start to think that the grass might just be greener on the other side. But let me be the first to tell you that no one is perfect. No job is perfect. No church is perfect. No marriage is perfect. Not yours, not mine, not the ones you see flooding your Instagram and Facebook feed, not the happy couple sharing a TikTok video. None. Every marriage has their fair share of ups and downs, good times and bad times, happy times and sad times. Remember that a marriage is made up of two people, two imperfect people, I might add. And the Bible tells us in Romans 3:23 that we have all sinned and fallen short of God's glory. 1 John 1:8 says, if we claim to be without sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not within us. We are imperfect people. And a marriage is the coming together of two imperfect people to form one union with two people who continue to grow and continue to experience life both individually and together. So if you happen to be going through something in your marriage, a bit of a rough patch, it's easy to think that, had I just made a different choice in regards to who you chose to be your spouse, you may be on easy street and living your best drama-free, issue-free life. But you must realize, as we all must realize, that marriage takes work, regardless of who you choose. We should always strive to make our marriages the best it can be every single day. We made a vow to be with our husbands for life. That's a long time. Remember, till death do us part. That's what it says. So spend the lifetime watering your own garden, Make your marriage the happiest, safest place that it can be. Speak positive words over your husband and your family instead of negative ones. Instead of focusing on the bad, talk about the good things that you love. Thank your husband for the things that he does really well and pray about the things that he doesn't. Look at yourself in the mirror and encourage yourself to be the best wife that you can be and pray that he follows suit. Remember that the grass will always be greener where you water it, where you put your time and your energy, where you add your patience, where you learn to love God's way, where you choose to apply forgiveness. Try to avoid living in the land of what ifs, because what ifs can quickly shift your mindset from one of gratitude into one of complaining or always being unsatisfied. What ifs can get you to never having enough, never being fully happy or content, and always wanting and needing more. Now, let me just say this quickly, and please listen carefully. I am not saying that if you happen to contemplate a what if scenario that you're ungrateful. That's not what I'm saying. Human nature will have our minds go off in many different directions, like the multiverse of Marvel, and we are bound to think about a what if scenario at least a few times. But what I am saying is if you stay there, if you continue to dwell on it, allowing your mind to continuously live and move on what if street, you'll find that happiness will pack up and leave, and complaining will take up residence as your neighbor. Little things will start to bother you more and more, and before long, irreconcilable differences would be your plight. All of a sudden, the 3-bedroom home God blessed you with the first time is no longer appreciated. The job that you used to wake up excited to go to now seems like a chore, and the life you've been blessed with now seems like a disappointment. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting better for yourself and pushing yourself to be better today than you were yesterday, but you have to make sure that you are waking up every single day appreciative of what you have right now. You may want a bigger house, but thank God for the house or the apartment that you're in right now. Some people aren't so blessed. Appreciate the small condo, decorate it, spruce it up a little bit, give it some life while you wait on God to supply your needs. You may want a better job, but thank God for the job that you have right now. Millions of people are without a job. Work with excellence and go above and beyond with a smile on your face without complaining. God hears your heart, and He may have you there to learn a few things before He promotes you to a different position or a different company. Be grateful for what you have right now and trust that God is always working on your behalf. Do not get caught in the world of what ifs. Know that God knows what you need, but you're being watched to see how you handle what you have right now. Be thankful, be grateful, water your own grass, and live more abundantly. I pray even now that God would begin to transform our minds and our ways of thinking to appreciate the things that we've already been blessed with, and that He'd give us the strength to water our grass and know that wherever we are in life, He is right there with us and He knows our needs. I would love to hear from you if this podcast made an impact or if you'd like to share a praise report. Also, if you have any questions you'd like to ask or topics you'd like us to cover, please visit us on theprayingwife.com and leave us a message. We will be sure to answer you and your questions on an upcoming episode. Taisha, I want you to know that we received your email. God bless you. We are praying for you, and we know that God even now is beginning to work on your behalf. If you have a prayer request, please do not hesitate to also visit us on theprayingwife.com and submit your prayer request. We are standing by, standing on the wall, waiting to pray for you. We invite you to like us on Facebook and Instagram at The Praying Wife Circle, join our private Facebook group, and be a part of what God is doing in the lives of so many women around the world. I am your host, Corinne Cash, and this has been another wonderful Praying Wife broadcast. I pray that you've been blessed, and I decree over your life that you are beautiful, you are powerful, you are made in the image of God, and you are loved. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.